You wake up, but you don't feel awake. You check your phone. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Minutes become hours. Hours disappear. And somehow, you still feel empty. No energy. No focus. No excitement. Just noise. What if I told you this isn't laziness? What if you're not broken? What if something far more dangerous is happening inside your brain right now? Something silent. Something slow. Something rotting you from the inside. Because the truth is, modern life is perfectly designed to destroy your mind. Not in years, not in decades, every single day. And the scariest part? You don't even notice it happening. The invisible damage. There was a time when happiness felt simple. A walk outside, a real conversation, finishing something you started. Small things felt meaningful. But now, nothing feels enough. You finish a video, you need another. You open an app, you jump to 5 more. You get a notification. Your brain lights up for 1 second, then darkness again. This isn't normal, and it's not your fault. Your brain was never built for this world. Dopamine overload. Inside your mind, there's a tiny chemical that controls almost everything you feel. Dopamine, motivation, pleasure, desire, hope, all of it comes from this one signal. Thousands of years ago, dopamine was rare. You had to hunt, build, struggle, just to earn a small drop of it. That's what made life feel meaningful. But today, you can trigger dopamine without moving a muscle. One scroll, one click, one video, instant reward, zero effort. Again, and again, and again. Your brain doesn't understand this new world. It thinks, if dopamine is everywhere, it must not be important. So it adapts. It lowers your sensitivity, reduces your motivation, kills your excitement, until one day, nothing feels good anymore. And that's the moment people start saying, I feel empty, I feel numb, I feel lost. But the real sentence is, my brain is exhausted. Constant distraction. There's another problem, even more dangerous. You never feel bored anymore. And that sounds good, until you understand the truth. Boredom is where thinking begins. Every great idea, every dream, every life decision was born in silence. But silence is gone. Now it's music in your ears, videos on your screen, thoughts interrupted every 10 seconds. Your brain never rests, never reflects, never heals, just constant noise. And slowly, your attention span shrinks from hours to minutes to seconds until focusing on one thing feels painful. Emotional numbness. This is the final stage, the quietest one. The moment you stop feeling deeply. You still laugh, still talk, still live your normal days. But inside, everything feels distant, like you're watching your own life from far away. No strong joy, no real sadness, just neutral, flat, empty. And this is where most people get stuck. Not because they're weak, but because they don't know what's happening. But here's the truth. No one tells you. Your brain is not permanently broken. It's not dying. And it's definitely not too late. Because the same brain that adapted to chaos can adapt back to peace faster than you think. But first, you need to understand the one habit quietly destroying everything. The habit almost everyone does before even getting out of bed. Fade to black. To be continued. Before your feet even touch the ground, your hand reaches for your phone. Not because you chose to, not because you need to, but because your brain is begging for stimulation. Just one hit, one scroll, one tiny spark of dopamine to start the day. And in that moment, something invisible happens. You teach your brain a dangerous lesson. Reality is boring. The screen is better. So the real world loses before your day even begins. The morning trap. Think about it. The first thing you feel every morning is not sunlight, not movement, not breath. It's information, messages, news, videos, noise. Your brain wakes up, already overwhelmed, already distracted, already tired, and the day hasn't even started yet. This is why you feel exhausted without doing anything. Why simple tasks feel heavy. Why motivation feels impossible. Because your mental energy is being stolen at the exact moment it should be strongest. Your brain on easy mode. The human brain loves efficiency. If something gives fast pleasure with zero effort, the brain chooses it every time. Why work hard? For slow rewards. When pleasure is one tap away, so slowly, your brain rewires itself. Deep work becomes painful. Patience becomes rare. Discipline feels unnatural. And comfort becomes addiction. But here's the part no one warns you about. The more easy pleasure you consume, the less pleasure you feel. So you scroll more, watch more, escape more, trying to feel something again. But the feeling keeps getting weaker, further, colder, quieter, until one day, you ask yourself, why can't I enjoy anything anymore? And the scary answer is, because your brain forgot how. But this story doesn't end in darkness, because something incredible about the human brain is its ability to heal. Your brain wants to come back. Your brain is not your enemy. It's not trying to ruin your life. It's trying to protect you, using the only rules it understands. Survive, save energy, seek reward, avoid pain. That's all. And the moment you change the signals, your brain changes with you. Not in years, not in months, sometimes in days. The first step, silence. The most powerful reset is also the simplest. Silence. No scrolling, no music, no constant input, just space. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Your mind races. You feel bored, restless, like something is missing. But nothing is missing. What you're feeling is withdrawal from noise. And on the other side of that discomfort, something beautiful appears. Clarity, real thoughts, real emotions, real energy. Your brain starting to breathe again. The second step, hard things. Healing the brain requires one uncomfortable truth. Easy pleasure weakens you. Hard effort rebuilds you. Exercise, deep focus, learning, creating. These feel difficult at the beginning because your brain is out of shape. But every time you choose effort over comfort, you send a new message. We're alive again. And slowly, motivation returns. Not fake motivation, not hype, real quiet strength. The final truth, you don't need a perfect life to feel alive again. You don't need more time, more money, more luck. You only need to take your brain back from the noise, because the world will keep getting louder, faster, brighter, more addictive. But peace was never out there. It was always inside your mind, waiting for you to come back. So tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself one question. Am I living or just escaping? And tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, take one deep breath and give your brain the silence it's been begging for. Your brain isn't rotting. It's waiting for you to save it. The day everything went quiet. Imagine this. One morning, you wake up, and for the first time in a very long time, you don't reach for your phone. Not because you're forced, not because someone told you to, but because you don't need it. The room is quiet. Sunlight touches the wall. You hear your own breathing. Slow, calm, real. And something strange happens. Nothing exciting, nothing dramatic, just peace. This is the moment most people never experience. Because silence today feels uncomfortable, almost scary. But silence isn't empty. Silence is where your real life has been hiding. What you lost wasn't time. You think you lost motivation. You think you lost discipline. You think you lost yourself. But the truth is simpler. You didn't lose yourself. You just couldn't hear yourself. Through the noise, all those hours scrolling weren't rest. They were escape. Escape from pressure, from fear, from the quiet voice inside asking, is this really the life you want to live? And every time you ignored that voice, it became weaker, quieter, further away. But here's the beautiful truth. That voice never disappeared. It waited, patiently, silently, faithfully, waiting for one moment of silence. The power of one decision. People think change requires huge energy, a perfect plan, a new year, a different life. But real change usually begins with something tiny. One morning, without scrolling. One walk, without headphones. 1 hour of focus. That's it. Small decisions feel meaningless in the moment, but repeated daily, they rewrite your entire brain. Your focus returns. Your emotions deepen. Your energy wakes up. And slowly, life starts feeling real again. When feeling comes back, the scary part about numbness is not the sadness. It's the absence of everything. No joy, no pain, no meaning. just existing. So when feelings return, even sadness feels beautiful because it means you're alive again. You care again. You hope again. You feel again. And that is the real miracle. Your life is still waiting. Here's something most people forget. It's not too late. Not for focus. Not for dreams. Not for a different future. Your brain can rebuild. Your energy can return. Your life can change direction faster than you think. Not because of motivation, but because of one quiet decision to stop escaping and start living. And maybe that decision starts tonight when you put your phone down a little earlier, close your eyes in real silence, and let your mind finally rest. Because tomorrow isn't just another day, it's a new chance to come back to life. So if you're watching this, feeling tired, numb, lost, I want you to remember one simple truth. You are not broken. Your brain is not dying. And your story is not over. It's just waiting for the moment you decide to wake up, come back to life. If this video found you at the right time, take one deep breath and start again tomorrow. I'll be here when you do.